Hello, and welcome to a new journey toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and of life. Have you ever sat with yourself and truly asked, am I genuinely happy? We often search for happiness in our jobs, in money, in relationships, in travel. But how many times have we achieved what we thought we wanted, only to feel an emptiness inside? It's as if the real secret to joy is eluding us. Today, we won't be talking about magical solutions. Instead, we will dive into a treasure of wisdom, the book The Art of Happiness. This book is an extraordinary dialogue between two very different worlds, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, with all his ancient Eastern wisdom, and Dr. Howard C. Cutler, an American psychiatrist, with his Western logic and science. From this conversation, we get a practical handbook, not just philosophical talk, but actionable steps we can apply in our daily lives to live with genuine happiness and contentment. Let's open this book together and discover its secrets, page by page. The book, as we said, is a roadmap divided into 5 essential parts or sections. Part 1, the purpose of life, the right to happiness. The book begins with a fundamental truth. The very purpose of our life is to seek happiness. This isn't selfishness, it's the driving force within all of us. The Dalai Lama clarifies that happiness is not a matter of luck or dependent on money and success. Happiness, at its core, is a skill. Just like any other skill, we can learn it and train ourselves to achieve it. This is done through what he calls training the mind. But first, we must distinguish between two important things: pleasure and happiness. Pleasure, like eating a delicious meal or buying something new, is temporary and fleeting. True happiness, however, is a state of inner peace and contentment that remains with you even when circumstances change. The foundation of this is that we all have a right to happiness, and the basic equipment to achieve it is already within us, our own minds. One of the biggest mistakes we make is falling into the trap of the comparing mind. We constantly compare ourselves to others who seem better off, or compare our lives to an imagined ideal. This comparison is poison to happiness. The solution, as the book suggests, is to shift our perspective. We can increase our life satisfaction by contemplating how things could be worse, or by reflecting on all the things we do have. This simple mental exercise can dramatically change our sense of contentment.
Part 2. Human Warmth and Compassion, the Secret to True Connection. Here we enter the heart of the matter. The Dalai Lama says he has never felt lonely in his life. The reason is not because he is always surrounded by people, but because of how he sees them. He approaches every human being from a positive angle, focusing on what they have in common rather than their differences. Our culture often celebrates fierce independence, but deep down, we all yearn for connection and love. The book critiques the idea that we must find that one special person to complete us. This creates immense pressure and can lead to misery. The model the Dalai Lama proposes is to broaden our concept of intimacy to include family, friends, and even strangers we meet. The secret ingredient here is compassion. Compassion isn't pity. It's the ability to put yourself in another person's shoes and feel what they are feeling. The book gives us a simple exercise. Imagine someone you love suffering and truly feel their pain. This feeling creates a genuine human bond. What's more, modern scientific studies have confirmed that people who help others and practice compassion are healthier and happier in their own lives. As the Dalai Lama says, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion.
Part 3. Transforming Suffering, Finding Meaning in Pain. Life is not without suffering. Illness, loss, and failure are unavoidable parts of the human experience. The book teaches us a powerful lesson. Instead of running from pain, we must face it. In confrontation, there is understanding and strength. The Dalai Lama explains that a large part of our suffering is not the problem itself, but our suffering about suffering. It's the extra layer of negative thoughts we add. Why me? This isn't fair. My life is ruined. These thoughts are what turn ordinary pain into a living hell. The book presents a transformative idea. We can find meaning and value in our suffering. Pain can make us stronger, more patient, and more compassionate towards others. It can force us to focus on what is truly important in life. The author Viktor Frankl, who survived the Nazi concentration camps, said that man is ready to bear any suffering as long as he can see a meaning in it. To learn this skill, the book suggests the practice of Tonglen, a powerful meditation. In this practice, you visualize taking in the suffering of others with every inhalation and sending them your happiness and peace with every exhalation. This exercise, though it may seem difficult, is a direct training against selfishness and builds our compassion muscle in an incredible way. Part 4. Overcoming obstacles, facing our inner demons. We all have inner demons that sabotage our happiness. This section provides us with effective weapons to fight them. Anger and hatred. The Dalai Lama shows us that anger is the primary enemy of happiness. It poisons the mind and body. The solution is not to explode or to suppress it. The solution is to analyze it and understand it. What need was not met that made you angry? When you understand the root cause, the power of anger diminishes. The direct antidotes are patience and tolerance. Patience is not weakness. It is the pinnacle of strength and self-control. Anxiety and fear. The Dalai Lama offers a simple and logical formula. If a problem has a solution, there's no need to worry. Get to work on the solution. If the problem has no solution, there's no point in worrying, because worry won't change anything. This way of thinking frees us from the endless cycle of anxiety. Low self-esteem and pride. These are two sides of the same coin. The solution to both is to build healthy self-confidence. This confidence doesn't come from external success. It comes from honesty. Being honest with yourself, acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses without self-judgment or arrogance. The book reminds us of the profound Buddhist concept of Buddha nature, which says that every one of us, at our core, has an immense potential for goodness and wisdom, even if it's covered by problems and mistakes. Just reflecting on this potential can give us a powerful boost of confidence and hope. Part 5. Closing reflections on living a spiritual life. In the final section, the book connects all these threads into a broader concept, the spiritual life. The Dalai Lama clarifies that spirituality is not exclusive to religious people. It is available to everyone. Spirituality, according to the book, is simply choosing to live by higher human values, kindness, compassion, patience, forgiveness, and honesty. These values are the common language of humanity. When we live by them, our lives gain a deeper meaning that transcends material possessions. The book teaches that daily prayer or meditation is not necessarily a complex religious ritual, but an opportunity to remind ourselves of these values every day. It's a moment of honesty with ourselves, where we recalibrate our inner compass toward true happiness. He teaches a meditation to observe the nature of our own mind, which is inherently clear and luminous, like a blue sky, even when it's temporarily covered by clouds of negative thoughts.
Conclusion. The art of happiness is in your hands. So, after this deep journey, what is the takeaway? The art of happiness
teaches us that happiness is not a destination we arrive at, but a way we travel. It's a conscious decision we make every day, a decision to be more aware of our thoughts and feelings, a decision to be kinder and more compassionate with ourselves and with others, a decision to see challenges as opportunities for growth, not as punishments. The book shows us that true strength isn't about not feeling pain, it's about knowing how to handle it. Strength is choosing compassion in a world with so much cruelty. Strength is maintaining your inner peace even when the world outside is in chaos. This book is a gift. It's an invitation to live a life that is more authentic, more profound, and much happier. Happiness is not a secret. It's an art. And like any art, it requires practice, patience, and most of all, an open heart. Thank you for watching. I hope these ideas have touched your hearts and will be the start of a positive change in your own lives.
If you're ready to start your own journey with this incredible book, you can find a link to purchase it in the description box below.